let's quickly look at some of the trading things. And I urge you today, I am back on the seat. More fire, more zeal, more back to back, and my canes are all sronty. And never for my you are chiaraba sronty. Today I am not in the house with the keteka, but I am in the house with a cane we normally called in the local dialect sronty. Hey, I'm yegera, pamakumya mo forget, kia. Take it for me. While it is, this program this morning is being proudly sponsored by 111 strong company which is doing more exploit. Let's talk about this company. It is Mac Irish Ventures. When we talk about Mac Irish Ventures, they undertake the following duties. They are into constructions, and I tell you, they have the project management. They deal with draftsmanship and building designs. They would design the kind of building you want as you are targeting to build. They would give you the plan, and then they will come there and do everything for you. Building, constructions, and civil engineering, all the artifacts, everything includes building. They are there to do it for you. With this phase that we call Mac Irish Ventures, when you have them at your presence, at your disposal, then they are good in every aspect. You go adding other companies into their work. And I tell you also, when it comes to agriculture, let's go into agric, let's go into farming, big scale farming, then let's do well to contact Mac Irish Ventures. And I tell you, this guy so smart. Young, tiny, but kiki when it comes to work and duty. Let's also leave there. He's also good in they are good in quantity surveying and estimating. It doesn't matter the number or the acres of land, they are good in it, and they will give you the accurate, the necessary figure that the land estimated up to, and then the money that needs to go into the construction. And what is it, an estate you want to build? Is it a village you want to construct by your own self for a family that it can go into rental purposes? They will give you the amount of money that will go into it. Just do well to contact Mac Irish Ventures, and they are there for you. They also good in sales of concrete products. They themselves will mix the concrete, they package it for you, then they bring it to the site, and you see your work. And then general goods like cement and other things, just contact Mac Irish Ventures, and then they will be at your disposal. When we talk about Mac Irish Ventures, then we say making your vision becoming a reality. Making your visions becoming a reality. Contact Mac Irish on the following digits that are being dispatched under the screen as you are with me this morning on the hot seat. And it is the hot seat on our morning day show on Palm TV. The name again remains Isaiah Mills Adeku, and then also Isaiah Flex is the name. Let's come back to the issue. Today there was an issue that popped up last week Wednesday on the public hearing last Wednesday. As I said onset, the cures are the appointment committees. The minority leader and then the minority chief whipped, and then some MPs scheduled to testify on today, Monday, but that Wednesday, there was an order from the minority leader trying to put claims on his people that they shouldn't go and testify on that day. Why should it be like that? I urge you from the onset, now let us be a citizen, not a spectators. Being a citizen means adie bia ekosu awo Ghana memwa wo asem bia obeka wo ba beka asem no so a onua kaniye ma asem na wo hyehyɛ asem na wo bobo na wo beka no ma eda standard bi mu a wo spiti they will get sense out of it. That is what we're talking about, that you need to be a citizen, not a spectator. Spectators go to the park to watch the footballers while they play. Whether they lose or they win, we are spectators. We are going home. We're going to take our play and then banku and sleep. Don't be such people in Ghana, because today when Ghana goes forward, you are part. When Ghana is paying every citizen monthly dues, you are also a beneficiary to that. So don't be a spectator. Let us keep mute and stay glued to be a citizen. Citizen do what is right in a country. A citizen might drink pure water on the street, will not leave the rubber on the street like that. The citizen will keep a good look at that, keep the rubber, dump it in a refuse dump or some kind of container at the roadside. That is a good citizen. A good citizen will talk to a fellow, a friend, that no, don't drop the rubber, keep it, let's go and drop it at that point. That is a good citizen. We're trying to manage the country, not with money, but with a little ideology God has given to you as one person. I will be letting us have a look at the news pop out concerning the kiosk issue and the committee being set by the Speaker of Parliament to go into it. That we want to take evidence that they will testify to this. This is what I saw, this is what I saw, this is what I've seen, and how it's supposed to be. When you look at the comment passed on Joy News, when this news popped out, there was an insult spread out on the chairman, Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra has been the chairman of that kiosk appointment committee, and also an insult thrown at the minority leader. Let's really have a good look at that video, and then we come back to what we have on the hot seat.
On the first day of its public hearings last Wednesday, one of the two NPP MPs on the committee, Kwame Anyimadu, was present and posed questions to a number of witnesses before the minority leader Alexander Afenyomakin is said to have asked him to withdraw and further barred other NPP MPs from testifying.
We're told when he came back, he said the leader asked him to recuse himself and not to be part of the meeting again. We had one of the witnesses from the other side who was coming, and later on sent a text message that he will not come again because his leader said he should not come.
This led to an abrupt suspension of proceedings. Last week Friday, the committee reconvened with the expectation that the NPP MPs will resume their duties on the committee and those invited to testify will show up. But that was not the case, with the caucus accusing the chairman of bias.
Wow, wow, wow. We're still on the hot seat, and welcome to Palm TV, and it is what it is. Right now, I want to take it from Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra for that delivery. He delivered a message, and someone will look at him and said, where are you? Are you also in Parliament? Have you been part of us since, or you just came into Parliament and you've been given the space to do this? No, you have been sent on an errand. Whatever mission you have been asked to go and take a duty, when you go, you must come back with an answer and a result. Today, when we come across Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra trying to deliver some reps that are from the opposition party need to come and give testification concerning the kiosk in the Parliament House, and then later the minority leader was giving a message to people that they should withdraw from that very situation. They shouldn't testify. It's really bad. It's really bad. It is a message. It is an assignment given to him. He is also part of the Parliament. Whether good in speech, whether good in delivery, whether good at duty or not, whether responsible or irresponsible, this is an assignment he has been assigned to. And the people who assign him to the duty are seated at that very same point, waiting on each and every result. And the assembly see, not there is a question to be asked. That is why whatever that transpires, he needs to bring it on board. What do you think when they tell you that you are an investigation officer or investigative officer? When I will investigate into some issue, what do you think about it? When you go out today, whatever thing you gather on the field, you bring it on board to the people who sent you. You won't say, sir, because I am the chief officer in charge of the investigation, and this is what his Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra is trying to display in Parliament. We want transparency. He might be arrogant some years or some days back, But today, when he's trying to prove decency, this is the very right time for him to prove decency. I and you knows what he has been through way back then. So when you realize there was nothing like delivery, there was nothing like duty being taken, well, you should know there's something. This is the time that his office is in, and this is an assignment that will cause you to talk. Don't you think because the man will realize he don't sit in the parliament, he doesn't talk, he doesn't fight for his constituency? That is the main reason the speaker appointed him to be the chairman for that committee. They know Akwanu, what parliament, now no. This is a tree I'm speaking. Then he shut his mouth as if he said, there's nothing going on. He is trying to investigate in everything that is going on. After parliament, when they go on break, or they close for the day, he knows the people to go to on an investigative strategies. Then he asks them questions, building his grounds to get to a level we might not know. That is why you see some people say, you see, observers are always worried. Nipa na onante, nipa na owo tibie ni mo no, nipa na owo asem ni mo no, onu na enim de ekoso. Ugwafo na mo jina mo bebe no. You don't know, you are just observers. You are seeing the physical. And your papa no what kind de see. Why should some people come to testify? You know, be friend, or be my message, say Charlie, resigning, avert yourself, retrieve yourself. Don't give that testification. Get out. I am the leader of the minority. What is that? So whatever he gathered, he has spit it out. Let's look into the video again. When you have a comment about this issue, just drop it on a hot seat. Because this man will be part of the king that will be whipping people. We'll be back to the constituency. Let's continue the video and see. Be dropping your comments.
And demanding his removal as chair.
In widely broadcast media interviews, Honorable Bembejra made prejudicial statements alleging that the minority leader was actively conspiring to derail the committee's work.
With the committee expected to resume hearings this morning, up to a dozen NPP MPs are expected to testify, including Minority Leader Alexander Afinyo-Markin and his Chief Whip Frank Anodompre, who some NDC MPs have testified and instigated the chaos at the committee. The expectation is that they will not show up following their decision to boycott until the chairman of the committee, Emmanuel Kwesi-Bedzra, who the accused of bias, is replaced. So will they show up or not? Time will tell. But the chairman of the committee, Emmanuel Kwesi-Bedzra, is adamant that their absence will not affect the committee's work. Reporting for Joy News, Kweku Asante.
Welcome back from that a quick video we just witnessed with our own eyes, and then we had the news transpiring down there. You could see the man that was standing to even make mention of the chairman's name was wrong. Do not be in parliament and rely on your fellow parliamentary candidates to write for you to speak. If no one write for you, you wouldn't have come out and be mentioning Ben Bedzra. Who is Ben Bedzra? Ben Bedzra be in the parliament, no? You are hitting on a name called Ben Bedzra, whilst the person's name is Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi-Bedzra. Honorable, you are faking the whole issue. That is why the nigger man came out. The gentleman came out boldly telling you that this was what transpired on Wednesday, when they had to sit for the public hearing and the event is ongoing. Minority leader could give a message, while the minority leader is also a Ghanaian. See, my people in parliament, there are students that are trying to go according to what you guys are doing. You are mentors to some of the university graduates. Some of them that are in class this morning learning. You are their role model. What legacy are you leaving down in the parliament for us to follow? A chairman that has been appointed for so long, about 2-3 weeks ago. You want to mention his name, you are saying Ben Bejra. You are wrong. I can vividly put it to you that what you are reading has been organized, structured on paper by the minority leader or anybody from your side. You are our fathers. You have given birth to us. Know that the blood that flows through your veins will be the same blood to flow through our veins. And the attitude be a esha mumono. Now mo city so you are sat on it. And then you are pulling it one by one. Bad one, good one. Make sure the good one overshadows the bad one. The chairman is not called Ben Bejra. He's called Emmanuel Kwesi Bejra. At the honorable. Respectfully, let's do it with our heads. But one thing we want to put to the minority leader and some of the MPs and the chief whip in the parliament, that they should relax. Your 10, the God of Ghana, is not man. That is why your heads were not more than the minority at your errand, at your regime. Your biased attitude, your mismanagement, your selfish characters, attitude, your selfish practice, because of anchor and your mama connection and now that is the reason arrogancy is bringing itself. Asem now His Excellency Ekaye and son affecting no say and he said on person of then arrogancy and in disrespect. But at the end of the day, what are we observing? Ghanaians are saying arrogancy and disrespect. And Anyamia Doma and a Speaker of Parliament ono nankasa ni power ni authority na otirasu our parliament ono no suspending crofo. Now at the end of the day omoba no mukasa sem so again, and there was a sitting allowance that goes into that. Why should you be in the parliament cause issues that are not deliberate, that will not benefit Ghana? Your fake attitude, then you sit on it and take Ghana taxes into your pocket like allowance. Muja is our attitude, New Year. Stop that thing. You see, people are saying that the minority leader, his attitude and his criminology acts, will lead him into prison. And it is true. When you are called to testify, come out, testify. What you've seen, say it. They will put it into record. At the end of the day, the chairman and the committee will work around it. Take it to the speaker, the one that appoints the committee. And the same issue will be addressed in the parliament. And all Ghanaians will come with it. We see it and we know that yes, the minority and the majority heads are driving Ghana to the zone that we want. Today I want to ask you a question. If 10 of you are in a car and we have one driver, and in all, we have 11. And at the end of the day, as we are journeying, we realize the driver is trying to be driving us anyhow he likes. And we have about 4 heads that are best or chief drivers, just like the one messing up with us. What will you do? Those in the car. We have 2 options to take. Whether the 4 heads decide to take one person to change the driver, or we get down from the car. You have 2 options to decide. And so when you decide the first option by switching the driver with another person and he said no, then what we must do is that we need to get down from the car. manipa and driving no ankasa. Let the person drive himself to wherever he want to go to. And then we are in there. Charlie, let's work on those things. The minority leader and those groups should be suspended today. If they refuse to sit down on this issue, then they have a plan. They want to cripple the ideology, the goal, the vision of the majority in parliament and the vision of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. That was the main reason Ghanaians are on ear. We are standing on our toes to hear from you that you give an executive command. But without that, these are some of the things you will be facing. We are looking up to it. If they refuse to sit in for this issue to be addressed, then they should be suspended. Indefinite suspension. They shouldn't step in there until they come back to their normal senses that the issue should be addressed. Thank you so much. We're still on the hot seat and is the issue trending. Whatever you got to know about what it is that the minority leader and the minority chief whip and then some other MPs that said they were to testify today that the minority leader is trying to tell them to avert themselves, to retrieve themselves from those things. Please, let's stand in, drop your comments concerning it, and let's see whether Ghana will move forward or they are trying to sabotage His Excellency John Dramani's government, that he will not be able to march Ghana forward to our expectation. And to my next story I have on my paper here. There was a story trending right away. I saw that one on GH1 and then also on Joy TV, on my Joy Online. And also the story is saying that national security uncover start of US dollars, gold bars, and then counterfeit currency in a warehouse. Right? Hey, my God. My God. And I brought Sammy back. I said, my goddess. My goddess. I am taking Ghanaians back to the day one of the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa. Or die be die. Every money be money. Once we bounce into the thing, you realize that this man passed a comment and then this very comment started hunting Ghana from the one that he resumed the seat. All die be die. Sika biya sika. Every money be money. See the warehouse where the national security invaded into. They saw counterfeits. Meaning there have been counterfeits trending in Ghana in the era of the former president. Where you can almost say you can't send food. You see a young boy at the age of 18. No, car. He got money, he's driving car, he's trying to put up unnecessary properties. Then kids will be talking at their fathers, their elder brothers, because they got the heart to drain Ghana, to pull Ghana, to sink Ghana. And then that alone gives the hierarchies the opportunity to keep the correct currency in their rooms. So when they also come and buy, these same people to come and buy. So Bibia Kombi. And legalizing the counterfeit currency. Now yes we are. So baby and Jessica ewo Ghana Kroma. And ubi ambu. Minyas kana mi papa sunyas kana mi si abansu obeye 10. Na mi papa si beye 5. And there's no respect. There will be no respect. We keep saying it that in the time of Akufo-Addo, counterfeit was everywhere. Counterfeit now umuye was our regime no. Who squeeze sikana now we receive from na sikanu pejani hu. Sir, at the end of the day, that same money is counterfeit. Because they have the ideology to structure counterfeit money to look like the real currency. If this is not a bad thing, why should they even introduce a charcoal bag? Number 5 bag, when you're number 4. It will be the sugar sack self. Charcoal day inside, we didn't take the lock money. See people now. Let me tell Ghanaians that NDC people have friends in the fraternity of MPP. And you almost want more parliament, maybe. At the Findia Echoes War Parliament in their regime, it's been known to them. There's something I want to tell you, that if I am in a firm with my brother, my sister, and they are trying to bring Ghana down, I have the order to let them know that you are pulling Ghana. If they don't want to avert from it, then I will sell them to the security. But because we are all one body, one head, and then when I steal, as an NDC man, I have an MPP friend I have to share with. And I say no. Ecofom. Why should it be like that? Why should it be like that? The parliament should come to realization that we set the minority and the majority to be the head management of Ghana, not the head management of party. Moko parliament are now the party interest. Ekosiho now muka kasema efata ese Ghana Ghana super coin. Let's have a look at that video where the national security invaded into that yard, and then we come across dollars and then gold bars and all kinds of it. Let's have a look at it. Be dropping your comments.
The national security has made a massive bust, seizing a large unspecified amount of US dollars and Ghana cedis, including other counterfeits, hidden in 12 20-footer shipping containers. The containers were tracked to a warehouse at Sapiman in the West municipality, where a special operation was conducted after a tip-off. The cleverly concealed currencies, mostly bundles of US dollars, was found in wooden boxes filled with cement. Other boxes opened in the warehouse during the operation revealed extra currencies stashed in boxes that are barricaded with plywood and concealed with charcoal. According to the national security operatives involved in the operation, 2 containers are still on the loose, but state security trackers are hot on their trail. Meanwhile, a manhunt is underway for 4 suspects, including a ringleader known only as Alaji. The warehouse yielded even more shocking discoveries, including boxes of metals suspected to be gold bars, counterfeit notes in 50 and 100 cedis denominations, and fake Ghana Army uniforms and boots. The national security has made a massive bust.
We're talking about the national security. Uncovered some start of US dollars and gold bars and then counterfeit currency. We just have a look at it. Why should it be like that? This thing has been there for about a year. Why should it now be uncovered? Are we trying to bring issues that will delay the good work of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama? And should we say this counterfeit, this gold bar, this US dollars that have been found in the 20-footer containers is a deal for the MPP government or the MPP fraternity? Should we say it is for the NDC as well? There's one. There is nothing to drive about, but the only thing is that drop your comment and let's see how it is. But one thing I want to tell you is that you don't know, but I know. You have never come across it, but I've ever come across it before. even in the village where I based. Counterfeit work room. See, counterfeit work room. And the more person Ghana and a coinima and a more legalize counterfeit no. More legalize sikano. No mukase sikabia yesika. And see aquabia oti them no on manufacture on one sika. But me at the Bible say what idea na tax no echo ye. Na sikana yepese yenya o Ghana yebetumi eyeden enyebi. At the end of the day, ye heads for Ghana. Ye be campi sika. Good money to be used in the country. And then at the end of the day, we still coming across counterfeit sika. Ye mpese ye be di ewo Ghana memwa. Ye sa across sika way ewo the same issue mwa. And there is something very dangerous going on in Ghana. We know there are good people in there, but that same good people are not trying to be good enough because the bad ones are trying to spoil the night. Alaba mi asego ma ba ubulon eba the kureka yikwe bulana bubu okata yi ne the kureka ma matem bubu awonyo ga waka na nyaba the kukata la chiajia ogbon na opofu kata ina kofu the chia ma viviga na adu wadu alaba parliament na daje sheba ayonya adda ayika apo the dachi akona ne achaki afi wanyadu na adu na kana nyaba de ka gbegblem yika mi ma tende de kure kama afugbo yika mi ano nyidaji agloba mi ano vi onye nyapo valiae tana wo leke alaba mushamu yiko va fivea emana re mi adomata we close our eyes on it ye mi edogo na lefuma ava blogi ava no trying ba mi adro de viola blogia. I see no head of that. I see no head of that. It is really good. Your brothers, your junior brothers, your senior brothers are in the university. They are doing the same course, brother. And they will come and take your seats. So if there is somebody in position right now, not trying to think much about that one, that we see, upon the school you have been through is for your family though, but it is for the well-being of Ghana. Ghanaians, you've heard that Trump is trying to deport people. What deporting they are not citizens of Nigeria, but they end up landing in Nigeria. It is also an issue down there. You heard it. You are in the news. Don't let me just tell you. So at the end of the day, if you are a head in parliament and you think you frustrate Ghana and then you fly your family to America, the place has spoiled. Deporting everybody. Who call he? Who call ye then? And the more multi parliament no me pa mo chop mo ya de ani here. And the news now appears we are looking again at the people in parliament, that the people who unveil this news should continue following. At the end of the day, we had some allergy. Some allergy. Allergy denye chenya. Efode, Togbe de, Unchu de, MP de, President de, Ebamede. Ube, Mekaiba, that is the question we are talking about right now. Who is saying that they say? Who is the one saying that allergy there? The containers belong to some allergy. The yard belongs to a certain allergy. He is who? Let the people go after the allergy and bring him on board. The allergy has a whole lot to tell Ghanaians. But at the end of the day, when the parliament realized that idea Papa Niye is a good thing, then more legalize it, the counterfeit. Because the counterfeit trend, if this is a territory of good currency, good dollar currency, and good Ghana currency, then they are trying to mix the fake money with the good money and push it to Ghana. And we are using it. When it comes to you and you reject it, then your company is collapsing. When it comes to you and you are rejecting it, then your business is going down. Some hard-hearted people are keeping it and they are also sending it to the market and they are making the profit, while some soft-hearted are not able to use it. Why are we trying to maintain some people and trying to kill some people? We are not taking Ghana to the higher level that we're expecting it to be. So I'm urging the people in parliament that today, as it being soft and somehow being hot, let us do the right thing concerning this money that has been uncovered today. The dollar, the counterfeit is my headache right now. And then the gold bars. Let's have a look at the gold bars. When it is a good thing, let's try to put it into the coffers of Ghana and make a good use of it. But then the government and the parliament, the military, the national security itself shouldn't affect or retrieve from this very news that pop up today. They should still and continue make sure the certain allergy has been brought to book. And when they brought that man to book, he has a lot to say. Do not bring that man to book and tomorrow you tell us that let's leave him. He should be visiting the court and all stuff. The bad people under it will go to him and gist him of what to say and give out money. Our lawyers, our judges, stop taking the money and be good lawyers and good judges to Ghana. That those parliamentary candidates, those MPs, those ministers that are trying to dupe Ghana, those fraudsters that call themselves MPs and ministers, we can arrest them and tell the streets that fraudster is not a good job. Thank you very much for being with us on this segment, The Hot Seat today. The name remains what Isaiah Flex, and one you can also call me Isaiah Mills Adeku, and then you have a loud response. I told you today I am proudly sponsored by the McIris Ventures. These people they undertake the following points that I give out to you: project management and draftsmanship and building designs. They also good in building construction and civil engineering. When we go into agriculture services, they are also the quantity surveying and also estimating. They are also good at that one. They are also good in sales of concrete products and also general goods like cement and other things that are needed in terms of construction. Just contact them on the following digits that have been spread there. You can also follow them on Facebook and other platforms, and then you would have them. They are in Chito Awudome. Call them, and then they have a big company in here. Call them. And when we say McIris Ventures, we said making your vision becoming a reality. Be a citizen of Ghana, not a spectator. That was what the former president says. That was his anthem, because he knows what he's doing with Ghana. Now today, I come your way and I tell you, be a citizen, a good citizen. When you see the wrong thing, Charlie, whisper, 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 blow the whistle. When you see the good thing, blow the alarm. Let the people know that this person is doing the good thing, this one is doing the bad thing, and then we after you. That makes you a good citizen of Ghana. Then also try to practice or do the good thing, and then Ghana will be seen on the front page of the continents that are doing well. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued to Palm TV, because they will be coming your way with a newspaper review this morning. It's going to be juicy, splendid, and entertaining. Let's do that. Bye-bye. See you next time.